Lady C and Tom Bower are two of the most experienced and well-connected royal biographers out there. And what they've just revealed could be the most serious challenge to the monarchy's traditions since King Edward abdicated in 1936. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to like this video, comment your thoughts below. We want to hear from you. Subscribe and press the bell icon so you never miss a royal update. Let's be clear, this isn't internet hearsay. These are real allegations coming from seasoned royal insiders. Lady Colin Campbell has written several best-selling books on the royal family, including one on Princess Diana. Tom Bower is known for his detailed investigations and tough takes on powerful people. So, when they say something's off, people in royal circles pay attention. The two now believe that Meghan and Harry deliberately kept the births of their children private, not just for privacy's sake, but possibly to hide something far more significant. And unlike every other royal couple in recent memory, they didn't follow any of the traditional customs around royal births. Think back to when Kate Middleton had her children George, Charlotte, and Louis. She stepped outside the hospital with Prince William and proudly introduced her babies to the world. It was a joyful, open moment. Meghan and Harry, on the other hand, kept everything behind closed doors. No hospital confirmation, no medical staff name, no photo right after the birth, just a controlled private announcement, and Lady C says Meghan's timeline doesn't line up. No clear proof of where or when she gave birth, no public sightings of hospital activity, no obvious security detail. Some are even speculating that Archie wasn't born in the UK at all, which, if true, could impact his legal place in the line of succession. That's not just a royal family issue, it could become a constitutional matter. And then there's the birth of Lilibet, according to Tom Bower. Her birth certificate doesn't match up with what the Sussexes said publicly. Meghan and Harry claim Queen Elizabeth gave her blessing for the name Lilibet, a deeply personal family nickname. But palace sources say no such permission was ever granted. Lady C argues the name was used to give the illusion of closeness to the Queen when the reality may have been very different, and again, no doctors named. No press updates, no formal process. Lady C believes this was intentional, keeping everything locked down to avoid public scrutiny. Remember how Meghan described her birth experience as traumatic, saying the press made her feel unsafe and forced her into hiding? Lady C calls that account exaggerated. She says there were no cameras camped outside, no helicopters. In fact, the press wasn't even told Meghan was in labor until hours after the baby was already born. Tom Bower believes Meghan wanted to reinvent what it meant to be a royal mother, challenging tradition not out of principle, but to control the message. He says she didn't view royal protocol as protection, it was something she wanted to break free from. And instead of calmly addressing these serious questions, Meghan and Harry are reportedly responding with legal threats. Their lawyers are said to be sending warnings to outlets covering the story, hoping to shut it down before it spreads further, but instead of putting out the fire, it's only adding fuel. The more they try to silence discussion, the more curious people become. Even American outlets like Page 6 and the New York Post which once supported the couple, are now starting to ask serious questions. There are even whispers that Netflix might reconsider their relationship with the Sussexes. That's a major signal that business partners are starting to see them as more of a liability than an asset. Meanwhile, Buckingham Palace is keeping quiet publicly, but reports suggest senior royals are watching closely. Prince William, in particular, is said to be deeply upset and ready to protect the monarchy's image if things escalate. What's at the center of this storm? Control versus truth. If Meghan and Harry have nothing to hide, why all the secrecy? Why go after journalists and royal authors instead of simply addressing the issues? Rumors about the children's births have floated around for years, and in early 2025, new claims emerged suggesting both kids might have been born via surrogate. That would matter a great deal because British succession law states royal heirs must be born from the body of the royal mother. Even Meghan's half-sister, Samantha, said their father once told her Meghan had frozen her eggs months before Archie was born, adding more confusion to the timeline. Harry's own words and asterisk spare asterisk didn't exactly help settle the matter either. He wrote that they were back at Frogmore Cottage just 2 hours after Archie's birth. Doctors say that would be extremely unlikely for a woman who just had a natural delivery. Plus, the palace only announced Meghan was in labor hours asterisk after asterisk. The baby had already arrived. Why the mix-up? Why the long wait before showing Archie to the public? Meghan even edited Archie's birth certificate 11 days later to list herself as Her Royal Highness, instead of using her actual name. That move raised more questions than answers when you compare it to how Kate has handled things. The contrast is huge. Despite serious health issues this year, she's kept things classy and quiet. No drama, no Netflix, just family and service. William has stepped up his royal duties while supporting her every step of the way. That's what royal duty is supposed to look like: calm, consistent, and focused on the bigger picture. Lady C has gone as far as publicly demanding Meghan provide proof she gave birth. In what seemed like a response, Meghan posted a video in June of her dancing while supposedly 9 months pregnant. But critics noticed her bump looked odd to high, wrong shape, and it didn't move naturally. Some are even speculating that it might have been a fake belly. And many are asking, how could she dance that energetically if she was about to give birth? The saddest part in all of this is Harry's transformation. He was once one of the most beloved royals, a war veteran, a loyal son, and a proud prince. Now he seems distant from his roots, living in California while Meghan builds her personal brand. Friends say he often walks alone and looks increasingly isolated. Some believe he's slowly pulling away from Meghan's narrative machine, but it might be too late if any of these claims are true. It's not just scandal, it's a major royal crisis. Succession laws are strict, and if Archie or Lilibet weren't born under the right conditions, they could be removed from the line altogether. This isn't about tabloid drama, it's about the very structure of the British monarchy. And the irony, Meghan and Harry said they left the royal family for privacy, but then chose to sell their story to Netflix and Oprah while keeping the most basic facts about their children a secret. Privacy wasn't the goal, it was narrative control. Trust in the couple has dropped sharply. Polls show a 65% fall in support in the UK, even in America, where they once had a loyal fan base. More people are starting to question their actions. Many are asking, if everything was above board, why keep your children hidden from basic royal tradition? Others say Meghan and Harry are using the idea of privacy as a weapon, while continuing to profit from their royal image, and instead of clearing things up with the truth, they're going after people with lawsuits. That says more than words ever could. This could end up being one of the biggest scandals in royal history. If Lady C and Tom Bower are right, it could change how the world remembers Meghan and Harry. Meanwhile, King Charles, Queen Camilla, Prince William, and Princess Kate continue quietly doing their work representing the crown, supporting causes, and showing what service really means.